You're watching WANE 15's First at 5, live in your hometown.
Good evening. We are live in your hometown tonight, coming to you from Wolf Lake, tiny little town. You've probably driven through it here in Noble County.
That's right. Onion Days is getting started today, and it goes the next couple of days. There's all kinds of things, from an onion growing contest to an onion recipe contest. Lots of fun things for the kiddos. We're going to get into all of that in a little bit.
Yeah, first though, we want to start with today's headlines and the top news of the day here, so let's dive into that. A Marion woman died in a crash in Huntington County yesterday afternoon. She is 43-year-old Kaylee Barnes. That crash happened at the intersection of State Road 9 and County Road 100 South. Barnes was going south on State Road 9 when she drove into the back of a semi-trailer. Police say her vehicle was pinned underneath. She died at the scene. The driver of the semi not hurt. The crash still under investigation.
Today wrapped up the 18th season of Lunch on the Square in Fort Wayne. Over the last 2 months, live music and food trucks filled Fryman Square. Each time, select food trucks donated 15% of their sales to the Lunch Means More program. Then Barnes and Thornburg matched it. It raised a record $7,700 this year, and today the big check was presented to the nonprofit The League.
It goes directly back to our consumers, and it allows us to continue to promote and provide programs and services to help the people in the disability community to live their lives to their full potential.
This is incredible. I mean, we're really excited because it's a big year for us. We're celebrating 40 years in downtown Fort Wayne, and so the fact that we raised the record amount this year, it's just a great way to give back to the community and show our partnership and our commitment to this area.
The impact that amount of money is going to be able to make throughout Northeast Indiana and really for their audience and the community is huge. And it's just really what this is all about. We wanted to find what is the purpose, what is the why behind Lunch on the Square. Lunch Means More is that.
3-on-3 basketball on the main court.
The Downtown Summer Series does continue with 2 night markets in August and movie nights at Cinema Center.
Your first weather from the live Doppler 15 Fury Weather Center.
Chief Meteorologist Nicholas Ferrari joins us here in Wolf Lake.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day.
Nice summery day.
Thank you for ordering this up.
And we had the bright sunshine, and when it was shining on us, boy, we heated up pretty quick, and with good reason, of course. Now, we get in the shade, not too bad. But we've got sunshine around the area. Take a look. We're here in Wolf Lake, but let's go to Parkview Field, back in Fort Wayne, see how things are looking there. We're going to see some sunshine continuing all evening long. We're hanging on to the warmth region-wide. So, enjoy this beautiful night without any worries of rain, because rain is returning to the forecast soon. Temperatures across the region are these: 84 in Fort Wayne, 85 in Columbia City, 84 in Auburn and Van Wert, 81 in Huntington. No rain you can see on a live Doppler 15 Fury storm tracker screen. Through the evening here, temperatures in the 80s and the 70s, even through midnight. Overnight, we will drop in the 60s. Now, later in your exclusive 10-day forecast, I'll talk more about the timing of the incoming rain. I'll let you know how it's going to impact your weekend.
Okay, thank you, Nicholas. Now, Wolf Lake is Noble County's oldest town. It was platted in 1836. It's now an unincorporated community with a population of around 400. At one point, it was known as the onion capital of the world. Now, the KPC reports that the first onion crop was harvested in August of 1902. And the entire family would all help plant and harvest, and when the work was done, they'd celebrate. That's how Onion Days kind of came about, with the first festival in 1906. Now, it ended in 1918, but then was rediscovered in the 70s and revived to what we have today.
And Onion Days is going very strongly.
Yeah, so with more on the history of onion farming and Onion Days, we have JR and Kathy Gray. You're the honorary board members for Onion Days here in Wolf Lake. So tell us, how big was onion farming here to the community?
It was a family affair, and according to this, Noble County was one of the onion capitals of the Midwest. There was only one county in New York that made more than our county did. It was families. They would come and plant the onions. They would go back and weed the onions, and they would harvest them and load them onto crates and put them on a horse and wagon and take them to their railhead in Kimmel.
So what undid the onion?
I really don't know.
Really?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, well, I wasn't implying you were, because it was over 100 years ago. But I mean, it's fascinating. That whole industry just kind of was here and left.
Experiment instead.
Yeah. Okay.
What a combination.
Still a big agriculture area,
Right.
though.
Right. It was. There's a road out this way that is still called Onion Avenue.
Okay. So how big of Onion Days to the community now? It's still kind of part of your culture here.
It's really grown. The first year that we brought it back was in 1972, and we had a family that moved in from Maine, and they did some history checking and decided that, why don't we have it again? And it's like, well, we don't do onions anymore. So they decided that they checked their history, and the first year was a big block party here, and then the next year we added a few things, and so now we have races, we have a color race, we have a big tractor show at the schoolhouse, we have garden tractor pulls, we'll have pedal pulls over here on this street.
Nice.
So it's really, really grown, and we've been on the committee since '72, so.
Is there must-eat food, or is it all good?
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. The only thing I think we're missing, I'm not sure whether we've got onion rings or not.
I think I saw them in one of those. I think I saw
We saw a
them.
bloomin' onion at least.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, next year, onion ring vendors, come to Onion Days.
Right.
All right, thank you guys so much for sharing
for
some of the
having
history
us.
with us here. And so coming up on First at 5, Heritage Days is back in Huntertown. We'll take you live there coming up in about 8 minutes.
But first, we meet the Onion Days Grand Marshals when your number one news at 5 continues on the road.
It's tiny, but it's very family oriented. So the neighbors here they become like best friends. So they take care of each other. Noble County is, not only do we have like the best little family restaurants, but there's hiking trails, there's lakes. There's just so much going on here that there's always something to do.
You're watching WANE 15's First at 5, live in your hometown.
Am I supposed to look at you?
Lots of activities here over the next 3 days in Wolf Lake for Onion Days, including the basketball. I'm pretty sure that basketball tournament is going to enter a frame at some point. The
It
ball
might.
will come bouncing over.
might.
The 3-on-3 tournament's going strong.
It is, but we've got very special guests with us, the Grand Marshals for Onion Days, Kevin and Betsy Marshall, not to be confused that it's Marshals and Marshall, right? Was that part of why you got picked? Yeah. But you are a big part of this festival. How excited are you to be the Grand Marshals?
I'm really excited. Well, yeah.
Wait, is there more than waving and throwing out candy, maybe?
Just being on camera, I guess.
Okay.
For
All right,
fun.
yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
well,
All right.
you're already doing great. But you said you're the 3rd generation Grand Marshal for Onion Days.
Yes, my great grandmother lived to be 105, was a Grand Marshal in 1980, and my mom and dad were Grand Marshals in 2016.
Wow.
I love that.
And here we are.
And
That's
somewhere, speaking of family history, it said in your bio here that you moved into a house here the old-fashioned way.
Yes, we did.
What was that all about?
From Albion. We had just gotten married a year before that, and we moved into that farm that the Galloways had built
Right.
here in Wolf Lake, and he had sold horses and had a stable here in Wolf Lake, but they had built the house, and I had never been in the house. And so we went, when it went on the market, we were one of the first ones to go look at it and loved it, fell in love with it. We'd already kind of been looking at brick houses, and I said to my husband, wouldn't it be kind of cool to move in the same way Grandma would have? So my dad is a draft horse person, and so we had 4 wagons come across country from Albion and traveled here from Albion by horse and wagons.
That's amazing, because this was your great-great-grandmother's house that was built in 1892.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. Okay, we just have a few seconds left here. Why should people come out and visit Onion Days?
Because it's a family atmosphere. It's still very low-key. You know, it's coming, everybody comes to town. My son used to say it was his favorite holiday because everybody came to town at Onion Days.
I love it. Well, everyone else, come on into town for Onion Days. Nicholas, how is the weather going to be this weekend?
Well, we've got a hot 86-degree high temperature today, but cooler air coming because rain is tracking in soon. I'll let you know when, ahead in the forecast.
It's a great campground, people-friendly, family-friendly. There's all sorts of different festivals up here all the time.
You're watching WANE 15's First at 5, live in your hometown.
Welcome back to Wolf Lake, where Onion Days is getting started today. But we're not the only festival kicking off today.
Right, exactly. WANE 15's meteorologist Lance Huffman is live right now, as you can see, in Huntertown for Huntertown Heritage Days. Lance, how are things going there?
Huntertown Heritage Days, they'll be going on until Sunday, so you'll have plenty of time to check this out. It really has the great small town feel, and to tell me more is Greg Krempel from Huntertown Heritage Days. Good evening, Greg. Tell us about what really sets this apart from your usual festival.
Well, like I said, we're a small town here next to a big city, so we still try to keep that attractiveness of being a small town for our community, and we are a fast-growing community. And that's great because it just helps our festival out. So like you said, we're going to be here until Sunday doing some great things. So.
And this festival's been going on for a while. How important do you think it is to keep it back, especially for this year?
Well, I think we're excited that they think this is year 3 that we've had it at the park, which has been a great change because it's allowed us to do some extra great things, to have some more food vendors. We have an addition of some rides this year. So yeah, it's just an important time for Huntertown to celebrate its heritage and its history. So.
All right, and is this event free to attend? What are some of the logistics that people might need to know?
Yeah, of course it's free to come. We've got parking here at the park. We've got some overflow parking across the street. It's free to attend the festival, and most of the events at the amphitheater are free. Of course, there's a little cost to ride a ride or, of course, eat some food, but it should be a pretty affordable time for any family that comes down here. So.
Right, and for those who maybe be like from Fort Wayne down to Bluffton or up north in Angola, why should they come and check this out?
You know, it's just a unique place. We've got a beautiful park here that they can check out. A lot of the things here are brand new, so they can come see what it's all about. And we've got some great concerts with some big names. WANE is tomorrow night on Friday. We've got Sunglasses at Night on Saturday. So there's a lot of things that can attract someone from out of town. So.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. And if you want to find out just a little bit more about Huntertown Heritage Days, you can head on over to WANE.com right now. Reporting live in Huntertown, Lance Huffman, WANE 15 News.
Local coverage you can count on continues with Chief Meteorologist Nicholas Ferreri's live Doppler 15 Fury forecast.
Has been
Sunshine across the area. We have a wonderful Thursday evening here and a very nice Friday coming your way. The sunshine will continue then, but we have to be on alert for clouds to increase because rain is tracking closer with the system that's going to make its arrival later on tomorrow. By the time we get to the weekend, a number of rainy moments come your way, especially on Saturday, but some rain on our Sunday as well. Now let's talk about where things stand here this evening. You can see on Storm Tracker, no rain to worry about. Conditions are dry, only a few scattered fair weather clouds in the sky, and that's how it's going to stay throughout the night. 84 our current temperature, winds blowing in from the north-northwest at 5 miles per hour. You can see that our relative humidity sits at 46%. The humidity is low tonight, and it is quite nice to be out and about. Now, as far as what's going to happen as this evening rolls into tomorrow, temperatures will be dropping from the 80s into the 60s by daybreak. 85 in Columbia City now, 81 in Huntington, and 87 in Defiance. On the muggy meter, we're going to be up to humid tomorrow through the weekend and next Monday and Tuesday as well. But for this evening, we're down at comfortable, sitting pretty right there. Now on Futurecast tonight, we're going to see our evening temperatures in the 80s and then the 70s. It won't be until the overnight that we actually start to drop it into the 60s across the region. And you can see how we stay dry throughout the night. While yes, there is a system coming, it is not here quite yet. But tomorrow morning, we will notice the clouds gradually increasing, and by the time we get to our Friday evening, we're going to be completely cloudy around the area. High temperatures in the mid-80s. By the time we get to tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, we could start to see our first scattered sprinkles, but really the best chance is going to be on Saturday. In the morning, we get periods of rain and thunderstorms tracking through. Morning time temperatures then in the upper 60s by Saturday afternoon. We're talking about temperatures staying in the 70s because all of the clouds and all of these periods of rain are going to hold our temperatures down, so cooler than recent days for sure. Now we get into our Sunday, it's going to be pretty similar. Some rain can track in and out, but there will be more dry times on Sunday than there will be on Saturday. Temperatures go like this: 85 on Friday, Saturday 75, Sunday 78, back to the 80s on Monday, Monday 81, Tuesday 83, Wednesday 84, Thursday 85, and staying in the mid-80s at the end of next week. Next week, our only rain chance comes on Wednesday, so that's your latest forecast.
Well, I like that the rain chances weren't for onion days. I think a lot of folks are happy about that out here.
Yeah, great night to be out here.
And what'd you say the current temperature is? Because 85 on the sign across the street there in the church.
That's right.
There we go.
Hey, they're dialed in here in Wolf Lake. I love it. Thank you, Nicholas. Now, coming up tonight on WANE 15's News at 6, Fort Wayne City Utilities files a petition against a company's request to raise sewage rates for Allen County residents. That story new tonight on your #1 News at 6. We're back in Wolf Lake after this.
Every year, Onion Festival Day, so celebrating the wild onions, but just onions in general. So there's events and activities, things like concerts, car shows, but also you get to try some really unique onions, and it's definitely a different type of festival. I mean, in Indiana, we love our festivals and we love our food. Why not put them together in an onion festival?
All right, so let's take a look at the schedules here for Onion Days. Mr. and Miss Onion Days just crowned literally moments ago. But lots of activities tonight, including a band. Tomorrow, the onion judging is at 5 with a cakewalk at 5:30 and the pedal pull at 6. Then Saturdays, the real big day, starts with breakfast in the park. There's a color run, cornhole at 9, an onion recipe contest at 10:30. In the afternoon, there's a frozen t-shirt contest, which I think is just fantastic. Face painting, water balloon toss, a euchre tournament, onion box derby, and don't miss the magic show. That's at 2 o'clock. The parade is at 5. A tug of war is at 6, also super creative. Trivia 6:30. The pie auction is at 7:30, and it ends with live music at 8. So it is jam-packed with all kinds of fun things Onion. Now, the pie auction, though, we were talking about this earlier.
Yep.
I don't know yet if there's an onion pie, but I'm coming up with a recipe for like a French onion pie in my head. Like a savory pie.
Right,
yes.
right.
But I think that could be good.
I think that could be very good.
Don't steal it, anybody. I might come back
everybody.
for Onion Days pie contest.
Yeah.
It sounds good. You're talking about the growing contest.
Yes.
And I've seen people bringing these gigantic onions by.
We'll show them to you at 6.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. I'm a little nervous because I have acid reflux and onions are a trigger food, but this is really a great festival.
Can we bring an antacid for you?
Yes, I got my
There's
minutes.
some Amish baked goods up there as well, so I'm just saying.
Those agree with you, definitely.
I had a feeling.
Let's talk about the sunshine that we have. We, of course, have it this evening. We're going to see sunshine tomorrow in the morning. As the day goes on, the amount of sun will lessen. The clouds will be increasing. You've probably heard about rain in the forecast. There is rain coming. It's going to hold off until 6 p.m. tomorrow night at the earliest. Better bet it waits until overnight into Saturday. You can see these great temperatures tomorrow, 72 at 9 in the morning. Then we're in the 80s for the rest of the day. High temperatures in the mid-80s.
All right.
If you're figuring out where we are, Wolf Lake, 33 out of Fort Wayne. If you get to Ligonier, you went too far.
Yeah, you will drive right to us. Come out and see us at Onion Days, and we're back here at 6.